What's going on YouTube? Probably wave back with another video. I haven't been uploading in a minute. I'm back to uploading. And I appreciate everybody that tuned in. You know, if they got your notification bell, they're still subscribed to my channel or still watching my channel, I appreciate all of you because you could have took your time somewhere else. You could have been wanting to listen to music, you know, while you clean up. You could be wanting to play the game and talk to your partners or something. You could be doing anything. You could be in someone else's video that had uploaded at the same time or right before me or anything. So I appreciate you for being here. But today's video, we're talking about Dragon Ball Super manga, and at this point it's getting ridiculous. All right, it's at the point to where people just don't want to accept anything just because they're on the fence of things, or mind you, it's probably because beer is diehard or beer is tards or whatever, how people, you know, what people say. Basically, people that are appealing to incredulous, being incredulous, basically. You know, people that don't want to accept anything. You know, you have tons of evidence and tons of spoon-fed things, you know, within even the manga, and people have been telling me, well, Pride it. They haven't compared Jiren, they haven't compared Goku or anyone to that of the Gods of Destruction in the manga. Nor Beerus. Beerus are none of them. And the only one to compare it to is Vermai. And Jiren only exceeds Vermai. Well, I'm here to tell you that either you can't comprehend what you're reading through context, and my freaking 12-year-old cousins can comprehend and understand that Goku Ultra Instinct has surpassed them, or you're just downright just being deliberately ignorant on purpose. Meaning that's not even ignorance no more, that's really stupidity. Whether it's your opinion or not, we're not here to discuss opinions. We're here to talk about objectiveness and substantiated evidence. You know, if you're gonna have an opinion, you at least have supported evidence to back your opinion. But there's nothing going for Beerus. You know, it's more like everyone doesn't accept the fact that Beerus has been surpassed because it's taken so long for him to be surpassed in every single arc. He's never been surpassed. You know, ever since he's been in Battle of Gods, he was heavily suppressed, which I made a whole video on Beerus that was like one of my first early day videos, why I said Beerus was so strong. I knew Beerus was still way ahead of them. I had made a whole entire video on why Beerus shouldn't be trifled with and why Blue Goku and all of them is still not stronger than Beerus. But that changed with time. It took some years, but that changed. And that started with Vegito Blue in the manga, which I still say Beerus is still stronger in power, but maybe Vegito Blue, according to them, is equal to Beerus, and he surpasses Beerus when you use a Fighter Kamehameha. And you know, the anime don't say anything. It just, you know, you just leave it up there for interpretation, or, you know, for you to guess and all that stuff. But the manga, I think the manga does a good job in comparing a lot of the characters, actually. Toyo, that's something I can't say for Toyo, because he compared Jiren to the Gods of Destruction, specifically Beerus, with a lot of different statements and a lot of different showings, and showing that Goku exceeded that state, and Jiren had to exceed a state and a level when he shows his true power to exceed the Gods of Destruction, which lines up with everything we've ever been given, you know, dealing with the manga, and that's the lower wall. And the main point of this is the fact that we see Vegeta, first of all, in Super Saiyan Blue fights Beerus, right? And Beerus stops him with one hand. He tells him that blow was magnificent, you know, but it's nothing, it's just a mere power up, right? Okay, granted. And he one-shots him. Cool. He comes back. Vegeta uses perfect Super Saiyan Blue, and they end up fighting. This time he's struggling. He's suppressed, but he's struggling. He's not playing around. He can't really play around with him this time, and he ends up getting hit. He throws a temper tantrum, one shot when he got serious. Cool, that makes sense. But he tells him, at this rate, it'll take you 1,000,000 years. Well, guess who else says that? It said the same thing about Jiren when Goku was fighting Jiren. Well, not when fighting Jiren, was fighting Dispo and Topo, excuse me. They told him it'll take him 1,000,000 years to be able to fight Jiren, or to become Jiren's rival. And Toppo was equal to Vegeta perfect Super Saiyan Blue. Granted, we know that we said that Goku is no longer ahead of Vegeta, but in terms of, you know, raw power and skill and stuff like that, Toppo said, yeah, his raw power is on par with Goku, but we know that that's not really true, because Toppo even admitted that Goku would have taken him out if he didn't cheap shot him and, you know, knock him off. He would have lost easily. And Goku even said, you know, that he wasn't a problem when I went perfect Super Saiyan Blue. He just caught me. He just caught me slipping, you know, and ringed him out. So even still, which Vegeta later on admits that. Vegeta later on is fighting, you know, Toppo, and said, well, it's like I have to, you know, continue to show my dominance, basically, you know, and he couldn't do it. They were going head to head. They were equal. They were on the same level until he got upset when Goku reached the next level. Well, reached the level to rival Jiren and Beerus. You know, because as we stated to Vegeta, that if he masters and attains Ultra Instinct, he'll be able to combat Beerus and anybody. And this is at what Vegeta at that level. At that level, Vegeta, when he lost to Beerus, that Vegeta, if he would have got Ultra Instinct, would be able to combat Beerus. He would be a rival to Beerus, reaching that next level. And we see this with Goku. We literally see this with Goku. Jiren went head to head with Goku. Not only that, they showed plenty of comparisons with Jiren versus Vegeta, and Jiren versus Goku, and Jiren versus Goku in Hit. Alright? Jiren was suppressed the whole entire time, right? His facial expression never changed. It was a I don't care state. He was in the this is nothing state. One-handed. Literally, Krillin said, oh, Jiren took Goku out with one hand. Guess who else took Vegeta Blue out with one hand? Beerus. That's a comparison, people. That's a comparison. That's a direct comparison. And then on top of that, what Goku do? He surpassed his limits, used Kaioken or a temporary boost, whatever you want to call it. Regardless, he did a mere power up to combat against Jiren, and that wasn't nothing. All he did was he just tried to use pure strength and power, and that wasn't what he needed to do to overcome the wall to reach the next level. Which Whis has been preaching the whole time. If they reach that next level, they'll become a rival. You know? And not only that, they'll whoop his ass. They'll whoop Beerus' ass. So, anyway, to continue forward with that, Jiren ended up going against Vegeta Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Now, mind you, people, that Super Saiyan Blue normally already is 50 times Super Saiyan God. So this is a much, you know, these are stronger characters in this arc or whatnot. And then they go Perfect Super Saiyan Blue. You have to remember, Perfect Super Saiyan Blue was able to go against Merge Zamasu. Whereas normal Super Saiyan Blue, they got stomped. No diff. So that's already a relative base fusion multiplier boost that Perfect Super Saiyan Blue gives. Then you have Super Saiyan Blue Evolution doing a 20 times. At least a 20 times. That's what we're going to put it at, 20 times, because that's really lowballing, since we know that Vegeta ended up becoming stronger than Goku in Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, and if Goku used Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 or whatnot. And Jiren even state that Vegeta was the second strongest person there. You know, besides Goku in his ascended state, which was Ultra Instinct Sign, you know, he was the second strongest. But that wasn't nothing. That still wasn't enough to do anything for him. He still got smacked. Still suppressed. Didn't release his aura and anything. Didn't get serious yet. This is a 20 times boost from Perfect Super Saiyan Blue, Vegeta. And this is Vegeta fighting back harder. He finally lands a hit on Jiren. And Jiren eats all that, don't care, still smacks him around. And then we have Golden Frieza, true Golden Frieza, who's equal to a Perfect Super Saiyan Blue. Gets dominated. Beerus even asked Whis, does he have a chance? Whis says no. And even Frieza knew that. Frieza was just buying time. There's no point in mentioning 17, because 17 is not blue level in manga. He's Super Saiyan God level. So Regardless, though, he got smacked too. Regardless, when you go forward and you see when Goku reaches Ultra Instinct Sign yet again, he activates Ultra Instinct Sign yet again, Jiren gets serious. He finally releases the aura. This is the first time he gets serious. When did Beerus get serious? He got serious when he got hit by Perfect Super Saiyan Blue. Jiren didn't get hit until Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. There's a comparison, people. That's a direct comparison. Direct comparison. Yes, Beerus wasn't going all out. Beerus was still suppressed. He just used his true power. And even Jiren said, while he suppressed even 1% of his power, he puts it all on the line. You know, he compared him to 1% of his power. Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. That's ridiculous. That just shows you how big of a difference that is. Anyways, Ultra Instinct Sign Goku comes in, and Jiren finally releases his aura, and we says he's finally getting serious. And then battles to start. You know, the end it all, be it all battle starts basically. And Goku starts flexing on Jiren. Yes, he's dodging. Yes, he's taking the hits. He's taking some hits, but he's mitigating the damage though. You know, it's not doing that much. It's not doing as much damage. Goku is starting to move faster. Jiren started to release more energy. Goku ends up becoming Ultra Instinct, and guess what? Surpasses Jiren. That state that Jiren was in, where he released even more power, surpassed Jiren. And Jiren's arrival to the gods of destruction. Jiren's arrival to Beerus. He's been getting directly compared to Beerus throughout the manga. Chapter 35, Chapter 40, Chapter 39, Chapter 38, Chapter 27. All of that, Chapter 28, Chapter 29. When Topo versus Goku, that might be Chapter 28. Regardless, Jiren has always been getting compared. Whether you think Vermont is the weakest, or you think Vermont is the strongest, or you think Vermont is mid-tier, Vermont knows how strong of all his subordinates are. Why? Because Vermont knew that Beerus and Catella was going to be the last two standing. He didn't have any damage from him from taking a liquor full power attack. He was able to damage every single Hakaishin there. That means he's relative. They showed every single god of destruction being relative. Sidra, Champa fighting each other, relative. Champa taking Beerus attacks, relative. Moscow, Tank, Catella, Champa, and whoever else that was there, attacks, relative. Liquor took a point blank infused bow and arrow from Hellas, relative. All of that is relative. Ramush was able to affect and stun all of the gods of destruction, including Goku and Topo, and was able to knock out all the Kaioshin's, where Whis even power skills and says if you're someone at the level of the Kaioshin's, you're going to just get knocked out by his scream, by his war chant. But Goku and Topo didn't. They got stunned, just like the gods of destruction. No, they're not on the gods of destruction level, but they are closing in on the gods of destruction level. And then on top of that, Goku doubted himself, saying he don't know how long he would last and stuff, and Whis kind of denies that. And on top of that, says he had to overcome, if he overcome a wall, you know, he reached to that next level, he still got a long way to go. And Whis, you know, later on we end up finding out Whis tells Vegeta about Ultra Instinct. Anyway, getting right back to Jiren and Ultra Instinct Sign Goku. Ultra Instinct Goku, because Ultra Instinct Goku ends up surpassing Jiren. Which is Jiren. If you want to lowball Jiren, at that point, let's just say Jiren is equal to the gods of destruction. There's also a mag, or there's outside source material that said that the Kamehameha that Ultra Instinct Goku did on Jiren, where he blew the freaking Jiren off the stage or whatever, but Jiren was still hanging on, and where he went against Kefla and he did the divine Kamehameha, he did all that flipping and blew Kefla off the stage, eliminated Kefla, whatever. It stated that Kamehameha surpassed the gods as well. He used a Kamehameha that surpassed the gods. Guess what? Jiren tanked that in manga. Jiren tanked that, and he got back up and he powered up to exceed that level, and he went to a level to fight Ultra Instinct Goku toe to toe. That's at a level beyond the gods of destruction. So therefore he would surpass the gods of destruction at that point, which, as the lore wall stated, it is said his true power lies beyond that of the gods of destruction. They say surpass, but it's same difference, same sentence, whatever. You know, that means that it was already a rumor amongst them. And you know who confirms and says, I guess that rumor appears to be true in the manga? A god of destruction. Jin from Universe 12. One of the exempt gods. One of the gods that I was saying that's relative, that we seen fight Arak, that we seen fight Champa and all of them, that was fighting Beerus, that were trying to fight Beerus, and he was one of the people that hit Moscow or whatever. He's relative. He was shown relative. Regardless, relativity is being shown all throughout the manga with the gods of destruction. Yes, we know Beerus and Catella are the strongest, or if you want to put Beerus, Vermont, Catella, or however you want to do it, regardless, all of them are relative. They are all in the same state. They are all in the same tier of power. Just different ends, high, low, mid. That's it. Guess what Goku and Jiren did? They exceeded high, low, mid, and went beyond. And they kept going. Because as we stated, Jiren's power, he's through sheer will and determination, he's combating against Ultra Instinct, and his power is immeasurable. He just keeps drawing out more power. And Vegeta even says the same thing. How does he have more power? Where is all this power coming from? And Jiren even state, you people can't even match my drive and strength, and calls Ultra Instinct power not true strength, because he's exploiting weaknesses. He was rivaling, and it became a battle of attrition. Common sense, people. Context. Regardless if you think he's way stronger or you think they're barely stronger, you know, minute, the difference is minute or whatever, they exceed the gods of destruction, and that includes Beerus, because Beerus at 100% of power is still a god of destruction. At the end of the day, he's still a god of destruction. That's the tier that he's in. Therefore, Jiren and Goku did surpass the gods. This is not rocket science, people. This is not rocket science. Then you have Vegito Blue already in the previous arc that was stated by Shin. At first, nobody could take him serious. You know, he's not credible until later, some years later, it gets confirmed. 4 years later. 3 or 3 years later, it gets confirmed that yes, Vegito Blue rivaled Beerus, and Final Kamehameha surpassed Beerus' power. That means he was on par with Beerus' power, and he surpassed it with Final Kamehameha. He was able to produce power that exceeded even Beerus. Which makes sense. It makes sense because it's not even guaranteed that Vegito was going to be able to kill Murasamasu with the Final Kamehameha, as Beerus even stated himself that he couldn't kill immortals in manga. So Vegito was scaled with Beerus. Guess who else scales up there? Broly. You wanna know why? Because Goku was present for Beerus' true power. You know, that was the level also that Goku was trying to reach. Because he was comparing himself to Beerus. Because he's looking and watching Beerus, spectating Beerus versus the other gods of destruction. And Jiren was confirmed to be stronger than Vermont, their god of destruction, Toppo's god of destruction. And Goku was blown away. As Goku said, he couldn't tell the difference between anybody's power anymore. Relativity statement. Come on, people. Yes, Goku witnessed Beerus go full power. So he's able to gauge and make an estimate of Beerus' full power. Not only that, Vegeta knows Beerus' full power. Vegeta knows Beerus' full power as well. So we have to understand that also. So Broly would be, as Goku said, probably stronger. That's more than likely not. That's more so close to confirm than rather completely confirm. It gives a little bit of room. He may be stronger in power, but that don't mean he probably could beat Beerus in a fight. He could be, have more raw power than Beerus, but that don't mean he could beat him in a fight. Still, regardless, there's more evidence that he is than he's not. He's at least Super Saiyan Blue tier for Gogeta, suppressed Super Saiyan Blue tier, whatever you want to call it. He's in that range of Gogeta. And Gogeta stomps Beerus. If Vegito Blue in Black Art was already comparable to Beerus, Gogeta Blue stomps Beerus. Gogeta Blue surpasses Beerus, people. These are the people that were saying that Gogeta Blue You got Goku or any of these characters are not comparable to Beerus or stronger than Beerus. These are all confirmations that they are comparable, equivalent to Beerus and or stronger. Beerus isn't the benchmark anymore. Previously, yes, he was the benchmark. But then when Jiren got introduced, he wasn't the benchmark anymore. Guess who's the benchmark in the Moro arc? Beerus is the benchmark in Moro arc. That's his whole point of his character. To help evolve Goku and to help evolve Goku's power. Meaning, as a character, he's trying to help Goku out, and he became a true friend to Goku. And he's his master as well. And he's the one who honed Goku's body, who allowed Goku, who taught Goku how to use Ultra Instinct. On top of that, he's an angel, and he evolved his character altogether. I probably already said that. Regardless, he's the benchmark. Goku even compares himself to Beerus at the end of the arc. Goku wasn't even worried about Moro having Beerus' power, because as Beerus said, he wouldn't be defeated by Moro, and he'd be able to take on any enemy or anybody with the power of Ultra Instinct at that level. So this is also, we have to understand, this is also a much stronger Goku as well. I saw people saying, oh, it's confirmed in the Black Arc that they don't get Zenkai boost. You know, Trunks got debunked in the same, I think, if I recall, in the same arc or later on. Regardless, he got debunked later on because they went against Broly. They got a Zenkai boost. From as stated, they got stronger than ever. That's a Zenkai boost because they were battling. They didn't train. They were literally battling. And as stated, they got stronger than ever from those battles. Meaning their base power went up. Meaning they got a Zenkai boost. So they still get Zenkai boost. No, it's not as fruitful as you would think it is. It's not as fruitful as it used to be when they was on, when they weren't that strong. But they still get one. Moro got one too as well. Moro 7-3 had got a Zenkai boost as well, because we know why? He has Vegeta and he has Gohan's powers. All of their abilities, all of their passives, everything, all their traits come with it. That was shown when he was showing off Piccolo abilities and his traits and everything. He was able to mind read. He was able to listen in telepathically. Come on, people. It's not that difficult to understand. It's not that difficult to understand at all. That a Moro 7-3, if you want to lowball Ultra Instinct Saiyan Goku, and that's much stronger Ultra Instinct Saiyan Goku, and say that he's comparable to the Gods of Destruction, he's on the same level as the Gods of Destruction, Moro would surpass that. Moro 7-3 would surpass that. Or let's play this: Goku was in Ultra Instinct Saiyan is equivalent to either a low tier or mid tier God of Destruction, while Prime Beyond God Moro, who he was comparing himself to Goku and whatever other god that existed out there, because he don't know all the gods that existed out there. He just knows the gods of creation, and of course the god is right in front of him, a mortal using god power, of divine technique and divine ability, and he transcended that. So in his head he transcended everybody, and Beerus showed him he didn't. He don't transcend everybody, but also Beerus shows that he don't know that all, there's other bunch of different gods and stuff that exist, different caliber levels of gods that exist. Regardless, Prime, that Moro that went against Ultra Instinct Saiyan Goku and beat Ultra Instinct Saiyan Goku before it became Moro 7-3 would be God of Destruction tier. He would be at least high God of Destruction tier, As Moro 7-3, he would at least be equal to Beerus and Katella, or he'd be stronger than them. That means Ultra Instinct Goku would dwarf them, because this Goku is still much stronger, and we've seen Ultra Instinct Goku dwarf with just a tap on Moro 7-3. He dominated him. He was dominating him the whole fight. You want to know why? Because he's stronger than them. Beerus even compares Ultra Instinct Goku to himself. You want to know what Beerus says? Beerus says he's godlike. You know what godlike means? That means he's a god. He's perfect. In combat, he's a god in comparison to what Beerus is. Beerus gave him his respect because that's where it's due. Respect where it's due. He is surpassed. He already was saying he was surpassed for Ultra Instinct when Goku used Ultra Instinct Saiyan, and he thought that was a real Ultra Instinct. Come on, people. He already thought that was the real Ultra Instinct. That means at that point, he was already on Beerus' level when he attained Ultra Instinct sign in the Tournament of Power. And he went beyond it with Ultra Instinct. Of course, he wasn't able to use it again after the Tournament of Power for quite some time until now. And this time, it's honed. It's perfected. It's completed. There is no toll on his body. And he's getting strong. His body is reacting, hardening. He's getting sharper, stronger, faster. And Beerus even calls him a god. You know, that all lines up because guess what Beerus is? An angel. Guess what the gods are? Gods. They're angels that have godlike abilities. As Beerus stated, godly power like an angel is nothing to sneeze at. Guess what Goku got? Godly power. Power of the gods, power of the angels is what Ultra Instinct is. Beerus has Ultra Instinct. Wanna know why? He was able to attain Ultra Instinct. He wasn't born with the Ultra Instinct. Their angel's not born with Ultra Instinct. I understand people was like, angels do it 24/7 all the time. It's proven that angels don't do Ultra Instinct 24/7 the whole entire time. And as we stated, he wasn't as strong as he was 1,000 years ago training under Vados as he is now. He feels like he'll smack them. He'll smack Vados. Come on now, people. Beerus was the trainee angel of the Daishinkan, the Grand Priest. There's something special about him. We even praised him for training Goku, and the freaking training was so effective. Praised him. Even though Beerus had some miscalculations, he still gave him high praise because Goku was able to hone his Ultra Instinct and able to tap into Ultra Instinct sign at will. Beerus had to use his full power against Moro 17. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. The whole point of that was so Beerus could get himself erased. He got himself erased to finish up Goku's training, people. He didn't have to use his angelic abilities, his full angelic ability. He didn't have to bring out his halo or anything. And he still was Galactic Patrol because his clothes didn't come back. He was still Galactic Patrol Angel Beerus. He just released his angel powers. He didn't have to do that to beat Moro. He didn't need that to beat Moro. It was just a trigger moment for Goku to take hold of his emotions, just like 17 did to Jiren. And Beerus knew that. Beerus took advantage of that. It wasn't a necessity for Moro. It was a necessity for Goku. Come on, people. It's right there. It's all right there. Beerus has been surpassed. Moro's, and if you don't think Moro 7-3 surpasses Beerus, Ultra Instinct Moro surpasses Beerus. Free. No debate. That's free. Beerus is not angel level. Beerus is not low tier angel. Beerus is the benchmark for that. Goku surpassed that in Ultra Instinct. Goku is at least comparable to that in Ultra Instinct. Regardless if you think he surpassed it, regardless if you don't think he surpassed it, and you think he's just around the same level, that's beyond Beerus. Beerus wasn't worried about Moro at all, Pride, the whole entire arc. Why would Beerus be worried about Moro at any point where Moro was weaker than him? And then when Moro does surpass him, he has an angel right there, and he has Ultra Instinct Goku down there. He ain't got nothing to worry about. He has nothing to fear because two people down there stronger than him is fighting Moro. Come on now. He wouldn't care anyway because he said Moro was doing his job for him. Like, it's right there, people. It's right there. It's all right there. All the materials right there. All the materials right there. I've seen some people say, well, Super Saiyan Blue Goku should be stronger than Beerus, and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution should be stronger than Beerus. No. Maybe Blue Evolution, that could be a maybe. Maybe. I wouldn't put that out of the question, out of the realm of possibility, but I doubt it. I highly doubt it. I don't know. He's not stronger. He's not stronger than Ultra Instinct Saiyan Goku. He's not stronger at all. No. He's still below. He's still far away. He's still far away. Vegeta has some time to go. Super Saiyan Blue Goku is not stronger than Beerus. Super Saiyan Blue Goku is not even at that, I wouldn't say at the level. I would say he's probably like low Hakaishin, creeping up on the low Hakaishin, or he might be low Hakaishin level. It all depends really, because he thought Super Saiyan Blue would actually maybe be able to do something against that beyond the God state of Moro in that suppressed state. But Moro kind of, shut that down. So he probably is low Hakaishin level in Super Saiyan Blue. Regardless, Super Saiyan Blue is not stronger than Beerus. No. Ultra Instinct sign on Beerus level, maybe possibly stronger in the Moro arc, but Ultra Instinct in both arcs surpasses Beerus. Jiren surpasses Beerus. That's where his true power lies. It surpassed Beerus. Broly has more destructive and raw power than Beerus. Goku has a good estimate of Beerus' power. It's more going for Broly being stronger and Super Saiyan full power than Beerus. But that don't mean that he will be able to beat Beerus in a fight. Gogeta Blue, stronger than Beerus. Vegeta Blue, Final Kamehameha, stronger than Beerus. Come on, people. It's all right there. Moro, Ultra Instinct, stronger than Beerus. Moro 7-3, equivalent or stronger than Beerus. I think he's stronger than Beerus. Either if it's by much, or if it's by a whole lot, by a little bit, it don't matter to me. Come on, people. It's all right there. It's all right there. It's all right there. Let me know thoughts down below. Comment, like, subscribe. If you hate it, dislike it, I don't care. All I'm saying is stop all this Beerus nonsense. Yes, Beerus is still gonna be. I don't even know if he still is relevant, to be honest. Because to me, the whole time that was writing, there's a whole point of writing him out. Just to be one of those side characters that support characters. That's basically how I was been looking at Beerus now for the longest. At this point, like I said, he used to be the benchmark before Jiren came in. Then Jiren became the benchmark. Broly was a benchmark because it made Goku realize that he's not, besides fighting Jiren, he and the Gods of Destruction, he's not the strongest in Super Saiyan Blue at his peak. He still can get stronger without Ultra Instinct, because he didn't have Ultra Instinct during that time. He couldn't access it, he couldn't tap into it. So his peak was Super Saiyan Blue, and he thought it wasn't nobody else that could combat against him, including Frieza for some reason. Combat against him at that level. And Vegeta even tells him, you can't just, look down upon Frieza, because he can get stronger at any moment. He can come back and try to fight at any moment. But Goku was looking down on everybody, and Broly brought him back down to earth. That he ain't the strongest. Somebody else is out there stronger than him in Super Saiyan Blue, even though Goku's very confident in Super Saiyan Blue. Then you got Moro come in, and Moro dominates him. Hell, Moro beats him in his old man state before he even acquires all that power. Beats Vegeta Super Saiyan Blue Evolution before he acquired all that power. With just his magic. And he even says, in his prime, they be nothing. That level of power be nothing to him. So come on now, people. It's all there. It's all right there. Let me know your thoughts down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.